Hi, I'm Jason Falkner, and I'm playing the Roxy tonight, September 13th, part of the Filter Revenge of the Sunset Strip. And I am getting my revenge on Hollywood, which is where I'm from. Because it's been a shit place for a long time. It's going to get better. It has to get better. It can't get worse.
There's a life right outside of your window. So many eyes that never looked your way. Do you know what I mean? I am the neighbor. Do you need a favor? It's human behavior to look for a savior.
I've been sneaking into the Roxy stories, which I think is impossible now. I don't think you can sneak into this place. I snuck into the Water Boys. Nobody knows the Water Boys. This great band, Ye Olde Water Boys. And I believe I snuck into Nirvana pre-Nevermind. I was born in SF, and then we moved to Texas, and then came back out here when I was 5. And my dad got a job teaching at Pepperdine University. I was in the suburbs. I was in this place called Agora. When I was a kid, Agora was like just dirt roads, and so it was like I had a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun, and I had that kind of childhood where it was like now it's just an extension of the suburbs. It's just a mini mall, but it used to be kind of rural out there. I was always like a city kid, like like early field trips to the Getty or whatever. I'd just be like, oh my God, like civilization, like the city, traffic and cars and sirens, and just kind of chaos. I was like drawn to that. So I moved out here when I was like 18. I've lived on the east side. I lived, Los Feliz, Silver Lake, all that stuff, and then I just recently moved back to Hollywood.
The song's called New York City, and it's nothing personal, all right? I was hating on LA for a second. I was thinking about the early days. Everything was new. I was down in the village, well, I made a friend or two. I had enough of the West Coast now, where I paid some dues. I'm heading out for the East Coast now. I got nothing to lose. That's right.
Well, I don't think there's a scene here. In this part of town, I think it's just like there's more like commerce over here. I think the kind of cliquishness of the East Side is as ridiculous as the Italian shirt, slicked back, way too much cologne side of the, people on this side of town. I actually hate both. I just live in my little guest house and just make music and try and ignore trends and weird people. Last year I just kind of decided enough time had elapsed between records. It was like 7 years. And I was like, okay, I better finish this record. So I just kind of retired the band and worked by myself in my studio. I also just kind of gave up for a while. I really did. Like, I hate the music business. It's done nothing but give me like, an ulcer. So, it's a terrible business. It's like not designed for the artist, and it's still hard even like doing things independently from a label. I've been on like Elektra, I've been on Sony, I've been on cool labels like Spin Art and Sub Pop. And if what you do requires a little bit more creativity as far as how they're going to sell it, they give up too easily. You can't rely on anybody to design a flyer. You have to do everything, which is cool. It means you're behind everything and you can really, be proud of it when it works. But it's also exhausting, having to do every single thing. Like, I just haven't ever found like a manager or a label or whatever that I can say, hey, here's something that you should take care of, and then and then they take care of it, and it's actually it exceeds my my requirements or my expectations. That's just never happened for me. I'm sure it's happened for other people.
Stephanie tells me